Yo, I was watching this Janet Jackson response to The View. You know, I'm glad Janet Jackson stood 10 toes down to The View, according to what she said with her statements against Kamala Harris. You know, The View try to debunk Janet Jackson and try to give all this backlash to her because she said what the average American citizen said. You know what I mean? Kamala Harris try to act like she's part of a race that she's not even from, don't have any lineage to, you know what I'm saying? To win a vote, to win an election, you pander to the black, you want to try to act like you black, and you don't have nobody that's foundational black in your bloodline. You should have kept it real from the jump and just rep your nationality instead of trying to front like you part of somebody else's nationality to win a vote. It makes you fraudulent, it makes you fake, and you disingenuous, and you trying to deceive people like we can't see through your tactics. You know what I'm saying? And I expect the View to try to get on Janet Jackson, you know what I'm saying? Because they're sponsored by ABC. You know what I'm saying? ABC sponsors the View. So that's on their network. We already know that the moderators on the Kamala Harris Trump campaign is by ABC. They're so left in their ideology, and everything is anti-Trump. You know what I'm saying? So if you can say something, that could be slightly against Kamala Harris, they're gonna try to debunk and try to discredit you and try to make you like you the worst thing on earth. You know what I'm saying? So they're upset and frustrated that a lot of blacks is waking up and the average citizens is waking up and see through the BS. We already went through the Obama deception, acting like you're going to be for the blacks and win a black, act like you're going to do certain things for blacks when it comes down to election. You know what I'm saying? Just to get their vote, and then when you get in office, you just totally forget about them. You know, Obama was mixed race. You know what I'm saying? His mom was white. His father's from Africa. You know, well, it's the same situation here. Kamala Harris, okay, you Indian and your father's Jamaican. You know, both of y'all are immigrants. Y'all don't represent anything black. You're not foundational black. You're not from the grassroots of from slavery. You know what I'm saying? You ain't go through the experience the civil rights era. You ain't experienced anything that a lot of blacks stood 10 toes down for. You know what I'm saying? Just to get some sort of equality and fight for some sort of rights, even for the immigrants. You know what I'm saying? So it's sad how they pander to the blacks and try to take advantage of the blacks by all these false promises that I'm so glad that a lot of blacks, especially in sanctuary cities, are waking up to shenanigans and the deception. You know what I mean? And the Democrats, they so upset and frustrated through media. You know what I'm saying? That they try to discredit everything that we say. Like they try to turn a blind eye on what the average American citizen sees through and says. So I'm glad Janet Jackson is the type that no, you're not gonna push her around. You're not gonna force an apology out of her. You know what I'm saying? She stood 10 toes down on everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, she's saying what an average person say. Yo, you're not black. So stop trying to pander to the blacks like you of us and you're not of us. Just keep it real. Rep your bloodline. Don't be ashamed of who you are. If you Indian and you want to rep Indian, be Indian. We would have give you as blacks, or I personally would have gave you a lot more respect. You probably would have won more votes inside of with you if you were sincere from jump instead of fronting and trying to be an opportunist. You know what I'm saying? Every chance you get, faking it to make it. You know what I'm saying? That alone puts your polling points further below Trump. Because even Trump, as a white man, says, oh, now all of a sudden you trying to act black? Come on. And you married to a white guy. It's not wrong with interracial marriage. But what I'm saying is, how are you representing anything black without social issues? You're not of our bloodline, anything. And then according to the agenda, you want to try to give loans and all these down payments, $25,000 down for a home. For who? First generation people in this country. Well, first generation, that automatically excludes blacks. We've been here on this, on you know, in this country for over 400 years. So who's first generation? Let's see between the lines. That's the migrants, the immigrants that you're allowed in this country, which you could have closed the border now instead of waiting for an election. Instead of trying to go for Trump's sound bites, you could have closed the border now because you are empowered to do it. You're supposed to be the border czar, but you rather wait till an election to win a vote. Nah, your agenda is not to close the borders. You want to give our hard-earned money to these migrants and now give them approval for loans and credit and all this other stuff and exclude us because we're not first generation, so we'll be excluded out of the loans for homes. Now, if you said first-time home buyers, that's different. But you said first generation. That means you trying to get these migrants who just came in. They're first generation because they're not from this country. Automatic credit for everything. You know what I'm saying? And if they was in school, you automatically give them passing grades of what? 70 and up? Automatically? But everybody else got to fight for their score? See, a lot of Americans see through the BS that she's saying. She's a migrant. Well, her family's from a migrant. Are migrants. You know what I'm saying? So she's not catering anything to blacks, foundational blacks. She want to imitate us to try to win the vote, but come on, we see through orders. And for Whoopi Goldberg to stand by this, you know what I'm saying? It's a shame. For all these Democrats to stand behind this, you gotta be eyes wide shut. Like, you gotta be real stupid for real to even fall for these tactics that they're clearly showing you that they're not for you. They're clearly showing you that they're gonna raise the taxes on you. They're not doing anything for you at all. They're not doing anything for your children. They're erasing us out the equation for these migrants. Look at all these states from Colorado to Ohio to all these migrants and all it's invasion, straight up and down. Whether you got the Venezuelans to the Haitians to whoever coming in here and they're getting automatic credit, they're allowing these people to take over your homes, whether by force or by the financial loans, because they rather, real estate rather profit off of them through government sponsorship with them compared to Section 8 that the average American citizen was getting with their rent. You know what I'm saying? So it's messed up, yo. We supposed to be second class citizens. We now moved down to like fourth class citizens because the migrants replace you. They're trying to allow them to get voter IDs and all that stuff. This is what you want as a president? A lot of deception, yo. She ain't got no plan, no nothing for you. Everything she talks, she'll just talk just to get in office. But I doubt she's going to do anything that's going to benefit you, especially if you're black. If she's pandering like that and imitating just to get in office, come on, man. You fake from the beginning, man. How can you can't secure your border and you want to try to teach Ukraine or whoever how to fight their wars, and you can't even do the same at home? And you are right now in position to get this mess out of control. This is your mess and this is your fault. That's why you duck and dodge these questions. That's why you're scared of interviews, because this is under your watch. Ain't no way in the world you should win this election at all. Your whole game plan is built off of deception. And you expect us to be blind and dumb to follow off of your narrative. But we see through all of this stuff. And you're getting frustrated because we got a lot of independent YouTubers who could use their voice and their channels to recognize the bullshit. And you're using people like The View and Oprah Winfrey and all these so-called fake celebrities like Steve Harvey and D.L. Hughley, who probably got a check to say what they had to say. I'm thankful that what's the dude's name, man? Umar Johnson exposed that. You know what I'm saying? You paying these people money to try to back your campaign up. You wasn't even a nominee, and you over here by default because you never got any votes at all. And we supposed to believe you, like you supposed to be the best thing since sliced bread. All of a sudden, this is supposed to be a landslide victory for Trump, straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. This is real. This is really, really crazy, yo. Like, you expect us to be deaf, dumb, and blind for real. You know what I'm saying? And I hope more and more people wake up and have a voice to see through the BS. You know what I'm saying? With both campaigns, not just one side. Even if the Republicans, if they're wrong, if you see that they're wrong, I hope y'all say something against Trump and them if you feel they're wrong. You know what I'm saying? It should be even playing field. I just hope, because this is all one system and they playing off our intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, a house divided of itself is going to definitely, how can it stand? How can we fight our enemies and we beefing with each other? The left versus the right, red versus blue. You know what I'm saying? It's like they want a civil war here to keep us distracted. Even with this Diddy situation. Everybody caught up on Diddy. Now, Diddy, yeah, do we believe he locked up on some things? Some things I believe he need to be locked up on with Diddy. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of these record execs is all stepping down at once. You know what I'm saying? Why is this focusing always got to be on Diddy? Why couldn't they focus on Quincy Jones or Clive Davis? People that Diddy, they was there before Diddy, you know what I'm saying? Who was doing these tactics. Y'all ain't get on Hugh Hefner with the Playboy Mansion, or when you get on Diddy. It's like anybody that's black who's successful, y'all target. But everybody who's white and unright, y'all don't really say anything. Y'all may say little things about Epstein or whoever, but y'all don't get on him like you get on everybody's black. And they're using blacks to go against blacks, and tired of this black on black crime type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like 50, man. Alright. Stop trying to. Your name is 5-0 for a reason, yo. Your name is 5-0 for a reason, man. Like, we don't need you to have us investigate or have the feds investigate on Jay-Z or Diddy or whoever. Let the Lord handle that on itself. We don't need your input in giving us all these heads up alerts and all that stuff, because you're supposed to be a street dude and you up here telling like this, telling on Diddy, telling on Jay-Z, and trying to get everybody aside your point for all these investigations so you could come up, so you could take their place for your little studios going on, so you could be like the next Tyler Perry or the next Oprah Winfrey or whatever. Come on, man, knock it off, bro. It's like, it make me believe what Ja Rule was saying way back in the days, man. Like, yo, you been police, bro. If you willing to give all this information that we even know about Diddy, you know what I'm saying, and want us to investigate Jay-Z, I can't believe he was a gangster at all. I never heard you really get at anybody for real. You know what I'm saying? That situation with Homo, I'm gonna leave it at that. I know you ain't do it. You the type to get niggas locked up. Like Jimmy Henchman, Supreme and on him, Prince, Ghetto Quran. You been telling, bro. You been cooperating when you got locked up with those coke charges or whatever you say. You know what I'm saying? That's how you been cooperating to get the Supreme team down? Because you couldn't beat them? You had to cooperate? Them type of tactics makes me wonder. Is this what you doing with Jay-Z and P. Diddy, telling everybody, subliminal, like dry snitching on everybody, so they could get investigated, so they could go to jail, so you could take their place to be the next one on top? That's some grimy tactics, man, and you need to stop, because your reputation, man, I can't look at you. I know you ain't, you know what I'm saying, you're not supposed to be street anymore, but this is what your career was built off of. Like, you supposed to be representing Queens and all that stuff, but New York dudes been singing. You know what I'm saying? They always try to give a tell to get themselves out of jail every time they get caught in the jam. You know what I'm saying? These different tactics, man, it's like the same type of thing, yo. Like, come on, man. Let the feds do their job. Let the Lord do their job. We ain't got to hear your input on every little thing, bro. It's like, golly, yo, like, You 5-0 for a reason, yo. Like, some things you just need to keep your mouth shut because, okay, you think this is the way you get clout, and you may be up, but you building so many enemies and you don't know where. If something else is to happen to you again, you don't know where it's gonna come from. And you think these elites that you trying to align yourself with is your friend? You allow yourself to get used like that just for a certain piece of money or position, you'll be the next downfall like Diddy and the rest of them. Because all your real enemies that you had that we know on public record all been locked up. You wasn't no King Von in the street at all. That's a fact. We never heard any one of y'all do anything to Jimmy Henson, none of them, but all mysteriously locked up. Now we hearing you trying to get investigations with Jay-Z and this, that, the third, and Diddy and all that stuff. Like, come on, man. Stop it, yo. Stop it, yo. Like, just let the law handle the law. We don't need your input in every little thing, yo. It's crazy. They got a little fly flying around tracking the light on this thing. You know what I'm saying? But yo, man, Diddy, yeah, he put it on himself on a lot of stuff. And we see a lot of record execs and a lot of celebs are scared to death. They're trying to erase their files, erase their Twitter pages, erase this, that, and the third. But yo, all that stuff is still copied regardless. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what you erase, whatever interviews you had in the past, we all got copies. Everybody got copies, and it's generated in a central system automatically, just like your phones. No matter how much you try to clean that up, it's still already downloaded and pre-recorded already. So I just wanted to be fair across the board. You know what I'm saying? If Diddy gonna get charged by a jury of his peers, I think that's gonna be rigged too, because you down in the Southern District of Manhattan, that ain't too many of his peers over there. It's not like the Eastern District, like Brooklyn, Queens, Long Island, you know what I'm saying, where you got more mixed race, you know what I'm saying? Jury of his peers and stuff like that, if they really won't allow certain types of people to be the jury, like doctors or whoever, like, you know what I'm saying, who knows about sex victims and all other stuff, you know what I mean? If they was to testify on rape or whatever, or people that's biased, you know what I'm saying, or real conservative, they already automatically want straight, hard, right, conservative people in the jury, you know what I'm saying? But that's not of his peers because he's not conservative. Automatically he's contradicting. They were trying to rig this thing from the beginning. They're trying to R. Kelly this man. A lot of these things I'm hearing is just about sex parties and all that stuff. These people are grown. It's not like they underage, yo. These people, that's their decision. They want to go to a Diddy party, they got to start feeling accountable themselves. And if they keep going over there, you can't play a victim and then want to act like you're a victim when somebody get arrested. Oh, I was drugged, I was raped, da-da-da, so you want to veil jail time. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't work like that. You grown. You ain't underage. Nobody put a gun in your head to keep going to these Diddy parties and keep getting drugged. How many times you gonna keep getting drugged by the same offender? If you know this dude like that, why you keep going over there straight up and down? You know what I'm saying? That goes for all these celebrities. Now Justin Bieber, that's different. Stuff like that, he should have got locked up a long time ago because y'all been knew about it. Why y'all trying to reveal this stuff now? You know what I'm saying? He was way underage. I know I feel he probably been the R word on that or S8 on that. You know what I'm saying? Because he was underage, and his parents need to be held in charge, just like Diddy is. I feel that way. The parents of these children going over to Diddy or something and being signed to Bad Boy, or being an artist of R. Kelly or whoever. How come the parents ain't getting charged? Just like the same thing with Michael Jackson. Everybody out for a bag, want to make lawsuits, but come on, where's the accountability? If you know this dude's a predator, why are you signing your kids over there? Money is not, all money ain't good money, straight up and down. You gonna sacrifice your kid like that to a predator? You gonna sell your kid That's sex trafficking. The parents need to get charged for sex trafficking because they the ones who signed the kids over to Diddy. You know what I'm saying? And R. Kelly, Jay-Z, all these different people. Michael Jackson, all of them. You know your kid is underage and they got talent, you know what I'm saying, for singing or whatever, or they got a gift in acting and they want to go through Nickelodeon or Disney. Look at all this stuff with Britney Spears and everybody else that went through over there. You know what I'm saying? All those parents Miley Cyrus, all those parents need to get charged for sex trafficking. Because they're the ones who prostituted their children over to these record execs and all these Hollywood actors. Knowing they was getting assaulted, but they wanted to keep a blind eye for the money. You know what I'm saying? Start speaking the truth if you're going to be on these channels, yo. Speak the truth. They all need to be charged. These parents need to be in charge. And everybody's affiliated with Diddy that was in those parties getting down with these children need to be charged. You know what I'm saying? If it was prostitution or other stuff, yeah, take accountability. But if you kept going to these Diddy parties like Meek Mill also want to say he was raped, nah, you chose that life, bro. That's what you signed up for. You know what he was about, but you wanted that money. So don't try to act like you're a victim. Same as Cassie. She been with Diddy for how long? Those are old tapes from 2016. You was in it for the ride. You wanted to be the girl, that girl. You want to be that it, the next J-Lo, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Keep it a buck. You knew he was a pedophile. You knew he was a predator, but you wanted the limelight. You wanted to be in those parties. You wanted to live that life. Riding around in Rolls Royces and sleeping in the best hotels and mansions and all that stuff. Calabasas and all that stuff. You chose that life, so that's your decision, yo. Stop trying to play victim, yo. Mary J. Blige, all y'all, you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man, keep it real. Keep it real. And y'all need to start getting on Clive Davis and Quincy Jones and the dude from WWE, I forgot his name. Vince McMahon and all that stuff. He gets charged the same as Diddy, but you don't hear nothing about him. Why? Because he white? Why does everything gotta be on the black people? The white people doing far worse. The Cassius couch we heard about years ago. We heard about all the stuff years ago. I don't see none of y'all getting on none of these record execs that taught Diddy the game. They all need to get charged and get the same type of limelight like this man is doing. This is all a distraction. This is all a distraction. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, yo. Easy.